Dear students, we already learnt about what a sentence is and the types of sentences. Now, today let's learn about the parts of a sentence. All sentences have two parts, subject and predicate. A sentence always talks about something which could be a person, place, animal, or thing. In other words, a sentence tells us something about a noun. Every complete sentence contains two parts, a subject and a predicate. The subject is what or whom the sentence is about, while the predicate tells something about the subject. So, a sentence has two parts, subject and predicate. So, remember, a sentence is a combination of subject and predicate. Okay, here is an example. Birds fly. So, this is a sentence and it makes sense. But this sentence has only two words. That is, birds fly. Two words. Okay, the birds is a noun. Birds are noun. Okay, so it's a name of a thing. Name of a thing. So it's a noun and it is the subject here. Fly. Fly is a verb. It is an action word and that is the predicate. The sentence also expresses a complete thought. So this sentence has one subject and one predicate. Let's see more and more examples also. Finally, what is a subject? The part of a sentence that talks about a noun is the subject of the sentence. That means the sentence has two parts. In that one part which talks about a noun, the name of the person, name of a thing or animal or a place. That is the subject of the sentence. Now, what is a predicate? The other part of the sentence that tells us about the subject is the predicate of the sentence. That means the second half of the sentence, the first, after finding subject, the remaining part of the sentence is a predicate and it has a verb in it. Now let's see in detail. Now here from this picture you can see Andy is going to the school and Andy is a noun present in this sentence and it is a subject. Is going to the school is the remaining part of the sentence and that is the predicate. The next picture shows Ravi is playing football and here also the noun is Ravi. In this sentence, Ravi is the subject and the remaining all words together from is playing football is the predicate. So we have two different colors in this to identify Ravi is the subject and is playing football is a predicate. Now, here one more example. The puppy is in the garden. Here also the puppy is the noun which is a subject of this sentence. Is in the garden is the predicate, the remaining part of the sentence. Now, students, subject and predicate. Most of the time we are given with the sentences and we need to find which is a subject and which is a predicate. Now let's find some of the steps to identify the subject. So how to identify subject and predicate present in any given sentence? For that, firstly, you remember identify the verb from the given sentence. Remember, identify the action word, that is a verb, from the given sentence. And next, you have to ask a question to yourself by adding who or what before that verb according to the sentence. Okay, let's see now in detail. Now, in the sentence, Samantha eats ice cream for dessert. Now, this is one sentence. I told you first you have to pick up the verb present in this sentence. Which is the verb here? Eats. That's the action word, verb. So eats is the verb here. Ask a question by adding to this verb. Okay. Now who eats or what eats? But to this sentence we can say who eats. What is the answer? Samantha. Then Samantha is the answer, so it is a subject. Eats ice cream for dessert is a predicate. You can see in two different colors. So Samantha is a subject, eats ice cream for dessert is a predicate. Now how did I identify these two? By first checking out for the verb present in the sentence. Now you can see the same thing here. So eats is the verb, and according to the verb, I have added one question, who eats? Samantha is the answer. So that is picked up for subject. And the remaining part is completely predicate. From this, you can also understand predicate has a verb in it. A verb is always present in the predicate, either main verb or helping verb. Okay, now let's see one more. Mike and George played in the mud. Now, again, which is the verb present in this sentence? Played. Add a question to this verb. Who played? Mike and George, and that is the answer, and that is the subject. So Mike and George is a noun. They both are noun, and the same way that is the answer I asked for the question, and again it is a subject. Now remaining part of the sentence, played in the mud, is the predicate. Again, played is a verb that is present in the predicate. Okay, next one more. I built a sandcastle at the beach. Okay, here. First thing, find out where is the verb. Which is the verb here? Action word, built. Now add a question to this verb. Who built or what built? So according to this sentence, we can say who built. I built. I is the answer and I is the subject. So that answer is the subject. And built a sandcastle at the beach is the predicate. So students, now listen carefully. From all these three sentences, we have seen Samantha, Mike and George and I are subject and the remaining part are predicate. But have you noticed one thing? In the first one, Samantha, and the second one, Mike and George, are proper nouns, names of the people. So they are nouns, okay. But what about this I in the last sentence? That is not a proper noun, but it's a pronoun. But doesn't matter. In a sentence, the subject can be a noun or noun, but it can be a proper noun or pronoun. So it can be any one of this. But always remember, in predicate, a verb will be present in it. So that is the clue for you to find out. With that only, you have to identify the subject and predicate. Now, more examples. The children are enjoying in the park. Now, again I'm telling you, which is the verb here? Are enjoying. Now, add a question to this verb. Who are enjoying? The children. So that is the answer and that is the subject. So the children is the subject and the remaining part is completely predicate. Now you can always use a dividing line between the subject and predicate in your sentence. Okay, so you can use a slash line to just show the division between the children or enjoying in the park. The children is a subject or enjoying in the park. You can show a slash between these two parts of the sentence. Now one more example. Ron and Sam go to the same school. Now again, first you have to find which is the verb in this sentence. Go. Go is the action word, verb. Now add a question to this verb. Who go? Then your answer will be Ron and Sam. And that answer is the subject. So subject has the noun Ron and Sam. And the remaining part with verb go to the same school is a predicate. Hence, students, remember the points given below to identify a subject and predicate from the given sentences. This will always help you. The first point, always identify the verb present in the sentence first. So always pick up the verb from the given sentence. Then, secondly, ask a question to yourself, who or what before that given verb. And then answer of that question gives the subject. And the remaining part of the sentence is a predicate. So this is very clearly given to you. So hope you understand all these points and keep in your mind before you do the exercises. Now let's find the subject and predicate from the given 4 sentences below. Listen carefully, okay? Number 1, Bob is a footballer. Number 2, the little tree was covered with snow. Number 3, my friends and I won the match. Number 4, there goes the teacher. First one, Bob is a footballer. Now, which is the verb here? The first step is finding the verb. So, is the verb here. That's a helping verb. Now, add a question to is. Who is? Bob is. So, Bob is the subject. Is a footballer is a predicate. So, you can put a dividing line between Bob and is. So, Bob is the subject and the remaining all is predicate. Second sentence. The little tree was covered with snow. Okay. Now in this sentence, which is the verb first? Was covered. So that is the verb, action word. So make a question for this verb. Add it to this. You can ask, what was covered? The answer is the little tree. And that is a subject. So the little tree is a subject. Was covered with snow is a predicate. Thirdly, my friends and I won the match. Okay. Now, which is the verb here again? Won. That's the action word. Okay. Add a question to this verb. Who won? My friends and I. So, this together, my friends and I together is the subject here. Won the match is a predicate. Okay. Now, the last sentence. There goes the teacher. Now, listen here very carefully. In this sentence, which is the verb here? Goes. Goes is the action word. Okay, now add a question to this verb. Who goes or what goes? But to this sentence, we can say who goes. Who goes? The teacher. So, the teacher, that answer, the teacher is the subject. So, there goes is the predicate. So, the teacher is the subject and there goes is the predicate. See how wonderful it is. In this sentence, the subject is present at the end of the sentence. Have you noticed this? You can see now very well in colors. I have shown the difference. Now, all the words given in blue color, circled in blue, shows the subject. And the box in pink color, that shows predicate. Now let's see the first one. See, the Bob is a footballer. The Bob is the subject and is a footballer is a predicate. As I told you, first you have to pick up the verb and according to that make a question to that verb and then search for the subject. Second also, the little tree is a subject. Then third one, my friends and I is a subject. And fourth one, the teacher is a subject. So you can identify something is different from these 3 sentences and the fourth one is entirely different because the subjects are present in the beginning in 1, 2, 3. But in fourth sentence, the subject is present at last. So from this, students, what do you understand? The subject has noun and that noun can be in the beginning of the sentence or sometimes in the middle of the sentence or at the end of the sentence. But how to find it promptly? You have to check for the verb first present in the sentence, ask a question to that verb and then find that answer. That answer is the subject and the remaining part, everything is predicate. Let's see some more examples. Children, the more and more examples will definitely help you to do better. So I have given three more examples. So let's try. John is going to school. Now, which is a verb here? Is going. Now, add a question to this verb. Who is going? Okay. Now, what is the answer? John. So, John is a subject. Is going to school is a predicate. So, you can make a slash or dividing line between John and is to show, or you can underline John and is going to school. You can circle anyway. You can show the difference. Now, Violet is dancing with her friends. Again, which is a verb here, is dancing. Now, add a question to this verb. Who is dancing? Violet. So, Violet is a subject. Then, everything is dancing with her friends is a predicate. Okay, the last sentence. The monkeys will eat bananas for dinner. Okay, which is the verb here, will eat. Add a question to this verb. Who will eat? The monkeys is the answer. So that is the subject. And will eat bananas for dinner is the predicate. Okay. Students, hope you have understood today's topic very well, the parts of the sentence and how to identify subject and predicate by keeping all the points. Remember and try to make more and more examples on your own. You can practice very well. And now you can copy the notes given from the attachment 2 in your English grammar notebook. Take care. Bye bye.